Hi, welcome to my channel about robotics, physiotechnique and embedded systems. This video is focused on my Arduino boards, the 2560 Mega 80K and the Uno, all interconnected, and or mostly this one with that one and this. Those two are not interconnected. With a potmeter to deliver analog voltage to the Uno and to the Mega 2560. And a multimeter to check the values of the voltages. Purpose is to read values into a data file and then make a nice graph of it, and that didn't work out nicely for two reasons. The values of the analog signal here and there are not the same for some reason. Another reason is when I read the acquired data, it doesn't really go nicely with the right values from the data file. And I'm using C, Java, Fortran and R for various purposes. And recently I've made another test, and from there I found out that something is wrong in the C department. So I have to check for the C code and for the Java code. And to show you, I'll have to switch to screencast. Right now on the desktop, which means the camera, then starting with the C programming, which is actually doing everything, including sending and reading, then sending and reading of the software and reading everything, controlling everything. Java code for the actual reading from the 2560 to the computer, and then for the actual data handling the data, RStudio for R obviously, and Genie environment for the Fortran code. And when I run the Fortran code, it gives this bad integer for item 9. If you've watched my previous videos, this is unfortunately a familiar thing to see. RStudio, I run it and run error, did not have 9 elements, which says basically the same thing. So what does it, what is it about? Let me show you. I open a terminal and I have to show this one, but let me grab this part and I say paste. Permission denied. That's not good. Yeah, well, it is good. Just like this. The problem is that the contents of this file is bad. When I remove all the spaces, the space in between the lines, as well as discontinuities, like in these two lines. This is a correct line. This is a far from correct line because it says potmeter Mega 2560. It contains a space that is should not be there. Then this should say there's a 0. Then time colon is missing. There's a lot missing. And how to increase the reliability? I have to stay here. Something is wrong here, so I have to find out why and how. So let's go find out. With the space here removed, let's go see if it works out. And this is actually unnecessary, but we'll see how this all works out. Alright, done uploading. That means that I can now actually start acquiring the data and getting everything into this file, which I will quit now. And basically everything that is sent over here is read over here, and the data is not being changed. So some 10-12 seconds is enough. However, in the test that I did on another computer with the same data, a lot of data can be saved or can be missed. So if I have only 10 lines, it will be alright. How much data will it get? Actually, I can count the number of new lines, and if the number of new lines is, let's say, 10, then stop with it. So let me get it into this file or into this code and see whatever the result is. I have changed the algorithm here in Java for reading 10 lines, only 10 lines, and this is the output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With this is the actual remaining output. So this says exactly nothing at all. That means that I probably have to change my ideas. Let's run it again, but then say make, for instance, 20. That is 20. Stop. And now the problem is that I have to run it for at least 11 seconds to get a nice input or output in here. How much is that going to be? Probably 100 or so. So that's going to be quite a bit of editing afterwards, because here you can already see that things are not quite as I like them, and not quite as R and Fortran like it. But it has to be at least 12 seconds reading. Experimentally determined that number should be lower than 600. Then I can count to 12, and then it should be enough like this. Except that it is garbled again, but it has 600 lines and things are bad. Time is missing, here time is missing. So what I have to do is edit this file to be read by both Fortran and R. So let's see how this ends up. Let's edit it. Here 600, 533. Let's go to 550. Well, 533 indeed is the end. Let's go to 200 and delete everything that's after it. So doing that for all these lines may be a bit much to show. So let's do it off the screen. After editing, 52 proper lines remain, which means that I had to edit out well, some 400 lines, 450 lines, among which were quite a few empty lines. So let's save and quit. Then this should be alright for using with both R and Fortran. Let's go for Fortran first. End of line, end of file. Really, end of file. What does R do? Going here. Okay, and then this one. See, this is what I wanted to see. Let me show you. This is a proper table, and actually this is what I wanted to see in here as well. So it says end of file, but why does it do so? Let me see. Going here, the end is 22,865 and well, it doesn't do. Here 52 lines. So yes, with R I get a nicer result than I get with Fortran right now. Remains the fact, or remains the question, why is this happening? But I'm very satisfied with this one. So yeah, bottom line is I had to change one thing in C, being right here, and I had to change something in here with the number because of the filling of this file, and then edit it. Promising first step into a nice result, but I'm not there yet considering this one. After the screencast, it is clear that things don't quite work as well yet, but one thing is certain. Counting the number of lines is helping moving this. So if you watch the needle, then it obviously takes time to turn the potmeter and getting the voltage changed. Is that enough? Well, time will tell. In the meantime, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, click the bell for notification. You can support via PayPal, Ko-fi, and by becoming a patron. And via Ko-fi you can buy me a coffee or tea. And all virtual, of course, but not necessary to mention that. Please leave a comment or suggestion under the video, and please check out my website, which is also listed in the description box. This is going to be continued. For now, have a great day, stay safe, take care, bye.